Of course, as soon as I hop in front of the camera, they start the fireworks. Oh my God. So I got the OG Galaxy Fold again. What's new? I'm stuck on this thing like I'm stuck on my ex. Oh shit, I said that out loud, didn't I? But if y'all know me for real, because I've been using this thing since it came out, and it came out in like 2019 or something like that, and I had it since it came out. It ain't that I can't afford a new one or something like that, even though this thing did cost me $2,000, like that's wild. Like I literally had the Fold 4 1 terabyte, sold that, and now I got the Fold 3 over here, I got the Fold 2 upstairs, so like, I just don't want to upgrade. Like, you feel me? Like, this is the first time I voluntarily chose to stick with the older phone. So I gotta tell y'all if it's even worth getting these days. So check this out, right? So I was thinking probably like since I first got the phone, I was like, this is the first foldable phone to really come out, you feel me? So maybe the value might go up. So I managed to get me a brand new one in the box and it's still sealed right now. This probably been sitting in my room for the last year now, something like that. Probably ain't even that long, but bro, just take a minute and just look at the fold here. Like no cap, I feel like this is probably the best looking phone out there. Now I know some of y'all gonna get in my ass about this, but yes, it do got that big notch here in the screen, but we gonna talk about that in a minute, all right? Just hold your shit. Just give me a minute. But I mean, just in general, bro, when you pick this thing up, it don't feel cheap at all. It feel high quality. Like I feel the $2,000 when I pick this thing up, and this even got that weight and everything to it. Now this ain't gonna be a full review and nothing like that. I don't even know if I did a full review, so you can't even watch it if I told you to. But with that being said, we gotta talk about that Camma. I know.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Look, we about to have a broken fold here in a minute, but y'all saw that, right? I just did a drop test right there, basically, and like everybody was saying how fragile it is and everything. Ain't nothing wrong with it, ain't cracked or nothing. But when I first got this thing compared to now, like he could tell that the camera got better. And like, it ain't my favorite camera in the world, but at the same time, like for this time period, I feel like the camera was good. Like it's the same camera that you find like the S10 Plus. So you got the wide, you got the ultra wide, and then you got the telephoto. So it's not gonna be no super far zoom or nothing like that, but that was standard back there in 2019. So it's finna max out at 10 times. But I looked at the quality on there and the video and everything, I feel like it still look decent. But if you on Snap and you trying to take Snapchat pictures up on here, take it from the camera and then post it on Snap, cause you gonna get that real Android quality camera everybody be talking about. But look, bro, I feel like the biggest difference you're gonna notice between the new phones and this phone right here is like the nighttime pictures, cause the nighttime pictures got hella better on these newer ones. It ain't bad or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Let me put the record out there, but at the same time, you gonna notice with like an S23 or something like that they made it better for sure. But moving away from the camera stuff real quick, like I said, this thing came out in 2019, so I'm trying to talk about, did it slow down yet and how them updates looking like? So I mean, like, yeah, it did slow down, but it ain't slow or nothing like that. Like I noticed when I'm scrolling through here, sometimes it's gonna lock up, but that ain't even really that common. So I mean, it is what it is. Me just using it every day, it feel perfectly fine. I ain't got no issues with it. It don't feel slow when I click on apps and nothing like that. It's just like, it came out in 2019, so you gotta expect it to slow down a little bit, right? And for the updates, it's still getting updates, but the last one I got was in February, and it's like, what, June right now, so it ain't that common. Also, for the record, it got Android 12 and One UI 4.1.1, so you're gonna get most of the features that you get in these newer phones, and like the updates and all that, so you ain't really missing no features on here. Like, when I look at this, it's basically the same as my Fold 3. All right, you know what else we gotta talk about now? This, I was gonna say the screen, but we got two screens on here, so the screens. Everybody had a big issue with the Fold with this, but like you see the outside screen right here, right? You see how small it is? Now I ain't gonna front, I've been f***ing with it, cause it's a fold, so like most of the time I'm just gonna unfold it anyway, just use a bigger screen, but like just using it like this, I can still text and stuff like that on this screen. Now I ain't oblivious to what they talking about, like obviously, yeah, it is small, but I got a fold here. I'm not finna watch YouTube on the outside screen, I'm finna unfold it. That's what I paid all that money for. Now I'm pretty sure the outside screen is 720p, but if you're gonna flip this around here, you actually got 1440p on the inside one. But yeah, the screen decent on here. It's immersive, yeah, you got the notch on here, but like I said, I was gonna talk about that, right? So I'm talking about it now. It's a big ass notch. Yes, I get it. But at the same time, when you watch a YouTube or something like that, you just don't even notice it when you actually watching it. Like, I'm not even just saying that to say it. That's just how it is. Same thing with the iPhone notch. Like, just kind of over time, you just ignore it. Like, you don't even see it no more. Like, you still gonna see it, but at the same time, when you just using it every day, you're not gonna see it every day. Unless you constantly got that stuck in your mind. Like, trust me, take it for somebody that been using it since 2019. I just told y'all that. The notch ain't even a problem to me, and I sure as hell prefer these cameras being here like that versus just being under the screen and looking like ass. Now, we're gonna talk about this battery right here, right? So, it got worse over time like it's supposed to. Obviously, it's a battery, but it ain't get that much worse. It's still gonna get me through the day, but that's it. It's just gonna get me through the day. So, it ain't gonna get me through tomorrow and everything, so you still got to charge it every night like you're supposed to with a phone. And then I wanted to save it till now because I know hella people wondering about it, but I want to get back to that whole durability thing with this. So check this out. I actually cracked this front screen right here before because I actually dropped it from high up on my concrete. So I mean, you kind of got to expect that. And I got that fixed and I put this screen protector up on here. The hinge is fine. It ain't the size it used to be, but I ain't got no issues with that. The back's fine, obviously. And then checking out the inside real quick, everybody was like, oh no, it's so delicate. If I touch it, it's just gonna break. Like, yeah, I mean, even I was like that, no bullshit. But check this out, again, no bullshit. Like, this literally just happened. So you see that right there? That's pixel damage right there where the clock is. That little dot on my phone just happened, which I don't even notice no more, so that's why I ain't even getting it fixed. But that's literally the only issue with my phone. After having this thing since 2019, like, this thing did good, bro. I'm gonna turn off the screen so y'all can actually see it here more in the dark. So, I mean, there really ain't even no scratches up on here. I mean, yeah, there's scratches because it's plastic, but at the same time, like, it ain't nothing crazy at all. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I had this thing for damn near 4 years and it's still holding up like a beast. All right, so now we at this point in the video, so I gotta break it down to y'all real quick. I gotta tell y'all some of the things I like and dislike about it. First thing I dislike about this is that it charges slow as fuck. So it got fast charging. It's gonna be faster than something like your iPhone or something like that, you feel me? But at the same time, like, I'm used to it being like the S22 or something like that, where it charges like probably like an hour or something like that. This do not charge in an hour. Even with the fastest charger I got, this thing do not charge in an hour. And especially if you do a wireless charge, it's probably gonna take like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. The second thing I don't like about this is that I don't got no flex mode. So that came with the Fold 2. We don't got it in this generation. That's dope that I can actually prop phones up like this and just watch YouTube while I'm going to sleep or something like that. Like, I do that all the time. With this, I gotta just go ahead and get like a little phone stand and just put the Fold on there, which ain't that big of a deal, but I gotta carry that around too. Another thing I don't like about this is that it's only LTE. So Samsung, for whatever reason, I don't know why they did this, but they only made the 5G international and they ain't put it in the US. You might even think that the US is the only market that they put the 5G Galaxy Fold in, but nah, it's only international and they just gave us the LTE one. They just said, fuck you, I guess. And I promise y'all, using T-Mobile with 5G in my city work way better. And that's why I keep having to use this sometimes, because the LTE on here just kind of slow nowadays. Like, the LTE used to be fast, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, for some reason, LTE just started getting real slow. Another thing I don't really like is there really ain't even no cases. So like, this case is probably like one of the best cases I ever had. But at the same time, like, this is really the only case that they got for it. They got third-party cases, but at the same time, none of them is good. Like, literally no case I found on here besides this one is good. But with that being said, I'm still using this for a reason, so we gotta talk about the things I like about this. So the first thing I like about this is the aspect ratio. So like, when I'm using this right here, this just like, this probably the best one versus this, it feels too wide to me. I like having the bigger screen, but at the same time, I like how I could just hold this in one hand and I could just easily do whatever I want. Like, that's still gonna be a struggle, obviously. But at the same time, for YouTube videos and all that stuff too, you get less black bars and all that. Like, this is just perfect right here. Another thing I like is the outside screens, because I can actually use it one-handed, and this is like the first phone in a minute where I can actually do that. It's cool to have a bigger screen on here, but at the same time, I don't like how to do all these finger gymnastics and whatever else. Just using it like this for just the things that I need to get done real quick, like send a message or a call, something like that. I don't need a big screen like this. Another thing that I like is that it still got MST. So if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically in Samsung Pay where you can pay anywhere you want. So the store don't have to actually accept Apple Pay and Samsung Pay or wherever else. Like, you could just actually use it there and it don't even matter if they support it or not. Unless you're Walmart and you're a straight bitch and they blocked it. However they blocked it, I don't know how they did that, but it worked basically anywhere. Another thing I like about it is how comfortable it is. So I think it got to do with the aspect ratio again too, but like also the corners, so you can see it's just like curved off and don't cut in your hands like this do kinda. Like, this don't really dig in my hands, but at the same time it's sharper and I just kind of feel like it's just more comfortable in here. And another thing I like about it is that right from the jump it had 512 gigs. So with the Fold 2 it had 256 and that was the only option you had. At least for having one option, you had a lot of space up on there, because 256 just wasn't cutting it for me, and it's still a lot of space for me. So overall, is this thing gonna get my Jennings stamp of approval? Is it gonna get that shiny badge on there? AKA, do I recommend it basically? Hell yeah. I definitely say if you find it at a good enough price, I recommend this thing, bro. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's gonna run out of updates soon, I'm not gonna lie. So like, maybe long term, I don't know about that. Like long term, but like, it's gonna give me probably like an extra 2 or 3 years or something like that out of here. But yeah, bro, I mean, like the Fold here, the original Fold and just Folds in general, like, it's probably my best made phone I ever had. Just having the convenience of a Fold and a tablet, like, you just can't beat it. It's so clutch. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. So I appreciate y'all for watching. As always, man, I appreciate the support. Y'all know how y'all be coming through deep. And again, it's just like mad appreciated. But I'm gonna cut it. So appreciate y'all for watching. If you like this video, go and give this video a like. And if you really liked it, go and subscribe. But go and follow me on my social media at Decentech on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but Instagram and Twitter is the most active. And let me know what y'all think about the original Fold. Now I hope this thing go up in value, bro, over time. But even if it don't, I'm gonna just unbox it later. So it is what it is. I don't really care. But that's gonna do it. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Peace out.